It is Pokemon Day. It's 30th anniversary this year, making me feel especially old. I was around in the early years of Pokemon, but it's not just me here because we also have Don, Nick, and Zach. How are you all doing today on Pokemon Day?
You're talking
Excited.
about old. Literally the second generation was the first game I ever pre-ordered.
I always forget to the year. I think you're older than me by a couple years, right?
I think you're slightly older than I was.
Oh, am
Like the
I?
first
Oh, well,
game.
great. Well, thanks.
Yeah,
I thought I was gonna feel good there for a second,
yeah.
Don, but I guess not. So, but
I
yeah,
mean,
how?
I played the first game when I was 7, so you know.
Oh, well, okay, then I am older than you. Wow, that sucks.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know why I thought you might have been older than me. In any case, how are we all doing today? Are we hyped for what, a potential Gen 10 reveal? Are we locked in for that, you guys think? How hyped are we right now?
I'm locking it in. It's happening today.
Yeah,
Like
it's
any
happening
other
today.
day,
Yeah,
it's happening today.
for sure.
Amongst all the other smaller announcements, but yeah, Gen 10, lock it in.
Gen 10 just has a good ring to it too, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
Got the rhyme. It's got, the nice clean number. We got 10, we got 30. I'm pumped. I got my Pokeball with me right here, matching my Napoli jersey. I'm all set to go.
Heck yeah. Here's the thing. People already know, I think, that I've not historically been the biggest Pokemon super fan in the sense that I've literally never beaten the mainline game since the first one. So I have no idea how this is going to go for me, but I am curious. Like, I would love if they could show something that gets me back into the series. Like, oh yeah, that's what I want to play. And I think Gen 10, again, that just sounds so good. Gen 10 could maybe be it, but I feel like one would hope they're going to pull out all the stops here, but then again, this is TPC, and who knows what they're going to do, right? But what are
Andre,
we?
what would that be that big thing that would pull you back in? What are you looking for?
Oh my! I don't even know what I'm looking for, Nick. To be honest, like my outlook might just be fundamentally opposed to like how Pokemon is. Like, I think for me is it's always been like you gotta catch them all. I'm like, all right, I caught them all, yay! Then next time, like, do it again. I'm like, no, I'm good, So I don't know what it is they could do to really pull me back in. I think it would have to be like a very like fundamental shift. Like, I think if they completely change the battle system, maybe that'd be enough to pull me back. But I don't know if they're gonna do it. I will say the Legends games have like gone more in that direction, which is interesting. So maybe Gen 10 would kind of run with that idea and like really revamp things. But it seems like they almost want to be safer with the mainline games and they experiment more with Legends. So I honestly don't know. But I do hope that this one actually looks good visually, at least.
Sure. I mean, previously I wouldn't have not given that a shot, but considering actual Pokemon battles are moving towards Pokemon champions, there is always a real possibility that they might be able to take a risk more on the mainline games
That's a
now.
good point. I didn't think about that. Yeah, they're building a whole game around the original battle system effectively. Why not use this time now to experiment? So I like where your head's at Don. Maybe you're right. So
Yeah.
what else are we hoping for
Exactly.
though? Like what do you guys want? Like the Pokemon fans, what do you guys want from Gen 10? You too, chat. I want to hear from everyone. But
I want this game to kind of blow me away. We talked about it in our discussion, but I want it to be a quality playing and looking game because after playing Scarlet and Violet, I'm like, the Switch generation was my least played generation for Pokemon, and I had a good time playing Scarlet and Violet, but it just did not run well. It did not look well. I know it was like the first technically big open world game, but even if they need to scale it back, I'm totally fine with that.
scale it back in what sense? Like the size of the world, or
Yeah, the size of the world, the size of the Pokedex. I think those are like the two main things because when playing Scarlet and Violet, like you would just be walking around and sometimes I would just clip through the level. Like there was one time I was just flying. I went into the water and it thought I was still flying. So I was flying until I died and then the screen went black and just put me back on land. I'm like, that's not supposed to happen.
flying until I died. That almost sounds like deep. Like there's a message there. Um,
It's interesting, right? Because obviously Sword and Shield were too linear, and then Scarlet and Violet almost in a way were too open.
yeah. In what sense were they too open? I didn't play a ton of the game, so.
And basically you could go anywhere, but it wouldn't scale at all.
Mm.
So, like, even if you would start at a different point across the world, like, all the levels were still set in motion for the most part.
That was honestly probably my biggest complaint about the game because I did not want it to play the way the game wanted me to play because obviously you know where the first gym is, second gym is based off the level scaling or not level scaling based off what level they want you to find them at. But I'm like, no, I'm gonna go to Gym 2, and then I think I went to like Gym 5, and then I went to 7, and then I went to 1. And then by the time I went to like 5, I'm like, wait a minute, why aren't the Pokemon actually like leveling with me? It's just like everyone's staying at the same level. And that's what made it feel like it should have been a linear experience, because I wanted to play the game in an open world way, but it wasn't designed in that way, which was kind of
Right.
disappointing.
You know,
Yeah, it was kind of open world with like a guiding hand. Like
Yeah.
they're like, you can go anywhere, but
Mm.
this is
We don't
where you
recommend
should
it.
go.
it's
Yeah.
like what's that classic? I think Henry Ford quote: "You can have like any color car you want as long as it's black." You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but even in the restrictions, right? Because you couldn't even catch any Pokemon you want across the world, even if they're higher level than you. You were still sort of stuck, like doing quests in this very specific way. And I think, yeah, Scarlet and Violet were a very interesting experiment, but it didn't feel necessarily right.
You
Yeah.
know, and to that point, I guess for me as like a a Gen 1er, I'm tapping into like what I remember as like as a kid, which to be fully fair, I don't think there's any way they could recapture that exact feeling for me as an adult now. But I would love if they can make it feel more like an adventure. I don't know exactly how you do it, but make it feel less like a game, more like an adventure, more like I'm actually on this wild journey to collect Pokemon. Because I couldn't tell you exactly why it is, but just mechanically from the bits I've played of the games over the years, it just feels so structured that like it. I guess the best example would be Breath of the Wild. Like that feels like an adventure, right? I don't need Pokemon to
Sure.
go full on Breath of the Wild. They've kind of headed that way with Legends a little bit, but something that captures that essence of Pokemon form would be cool. That being said, I don't expect that here. I don't think they're going to do that for Gen 10, but who knows? Maybe they've been experimenting more with open world type stuff. I don't even know. To clarify, I don't even know if it necessarily needs to be open world. I just wanted to kind of capture that feeling that I remember, from the first game, where like everything felt new and yeah.
Andre, to your like idea of it being less, I guess, structure and more of an adventure, I think the issue that Pokemon runs into, it's like it's so structured because of the gym badges. It's like, oh, defeat all 8 gyms and then go to the champions. And that's why it feels a little bit more, I guess, because we've done it so many times too. It's like in almost every single Pokemon game.
Right.
So I'm trying to think like what you can do to kind of mix that up. And is Gen 10 really the one to kind of flip it on its head? I mean, again, that's why we have the Legends games to kind of do that outside of the gyms.
Real quick,
mean,
speaking of
yeah.
Legends, we have a legendary YouTuber in the chat, being Landon, who says, Landon Purifoy, I apologize if I mispronounced that, says, very hype, I want to see them take advantage of the Switch 2 power. It's hopefully our first Pokemon game built for Switch 2. That's also a big point here. Like, we want to look good, right? Come on.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's not even necessarily like we're not looking for high fidelity necessarily, but a distinct art style, something that,
Yeah.
it feels good to look around when you're playing. You want to, like, if it's going to be open world, you want to explore the environment. It's not just going to be very kind of flat hills, or not flat hills, but more flat textures on hills.
Yeah, Zach,
like-
you say like a distinct art
Yeah.
style, and I'm thinking like Monster Hunter Stories 3, because like when I saw that for the first time, I'm like, oh, I want a Pokemon game to look like this, because this definitely has an art style that I dig.
Can we talk about the irony of having flat textures on a hill, like a thing that literally protrudes out of the ground?
Yeah. I also think, right, that I like where their head was at with Sun and Moon, the way they were building like different environments and how differentiating they were from each other. I think if they could continue in that particular trend and make it like a proper game that runs on Switch 2, I think that would be really interesting.
I was going to say, Don, like when Andre was talking about everything about shaking up the formula, Sun and Moon was kind of the first thing that came to my mind. I know some people are shaking on Sun and Moon. I personally loved it.
Yes.
But the big thing was it changed up the gym format. It had something similar to the gym format. It had the, I
Absolutely.
think it was the Kahunas, I think was what they were. Like there were 4 of them. But I think that game was so much better at exploring the region. It had environments you wanted to go check out. And then
For sure.
it also had I personally think it had one of the best stories, at least Sun and Moon proper. Had one of the best stories in Pokemon. Like I loved all the characters. I thought it had some cool twists, which you don't normally see in a Pokemon game. So
Yeah.
they could go down that road again. I could see them, I don't see them reinventing the wheel, but I could see
No.
them deviating a little.
Sure. Yeah.
Zach,
I
to
think
your
they-
point with Sun and Moon, I hope that they have a better gimmick than what is it, the Z moves. I don't know how you can top Mega Evolutions, but I hope we see something. I don't even know if we see the gimmick here, honestly.
Yeah. No, I
Yeah,
don't
I
think we
doubt it.
will.
We
Yeah.
might get like a tease to it, but I doubt we'd see it like actually in gameplay.
Is
Yeah,
it?
like I don't need big hats again. I don't need giant Pokemon. Like make them look cool. That's what the Megas do.
Is it a hot take to say I don't want a gimmick? Like I feel like I want something that they can actually develop. You know, like something that we can see. Like, oh, I get where they're going with this now, and I want it to be part of the series forever, or at least for the foreseeable future. But like when I see a gimmick, I'm like, well, I know it's not gonna be in the next one. You know, it's like they're gonna replace it with something else, and I don't know if that's what I necessarily want. Like, is another one-off gimmick in a Pokemon game? I want kind of like a, you know, a partial reimagining of what Pokemon can be. But again, I'm just speaking for myself here, so.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, Andre. I'm down with that because again, the past couple of like gimmicks have just been okay. But that's the thing. I think since what X and Y with Megas, that's when they kind of started the trend. It's like, oh, we need to bring a new gimmick here and then remove it in the next one, and then we need to bring a new gimmick here and then remove it for the next one.
I mean, it was even before that. I think them were less prevalent. For example, the triple battles is a mechanic that the game wants and then never again.
And rotation battles.
Yeah,
I will say,
I can. Yeah, I do like those.
I will say, yeah, the thing, I guess for me, and this is again as a casual Gen 1er, like I hear triple battles and like that doesn't feel gimmicky to me. It's like, okay, that's a natural evolution of what came before. They had 2-on-2 or whatever, the dual battles. You have triple battles now. They didn't continue with it for whatever reason. But you know, you see these giant like oversized Pokemon. Like, oh, there's a gimmick. You know, there it is right there.
I do think that Mega Pokemon is still the best gimmick they've ever done,
Yeah.
and I'm glad it was back
Hands
with PA.
Yeah. What else? We'll circle back to Gen 10 in a moment. I'm sure we can just talk about that forever. But what else are you kind of like hoping or expecting to see today? Like, do you think? I mean, did they say it's 18 minutes long? Is that right?
No, it's
25.
25.
It's the longest one ever.
That's what I was gonna
Yeah.
say. That is quite a bit the longest one ever. That being said, I don't think it means anything because
No, no.
they'll just fill it with
It could be
whatever.
like, yeah, it could be 5 minutes of like a nostalgia like commercial where it's like some kid playing with his Game Boy, and then he grows up with like his son, and then he hands his Game Boy to him.
Yeah.
Like it could be like a commercial like that, and then another 10 minutes of merch, and then 5 minutes of mobile games. But if we're trying to build our best or ideal like Pokemon Presents, I'll go with something easy. I think they need to show it here. Pokemon Coliseum and Gale of Darkness for NSO. Like, come on, that needs to show up at some point.
Mm,
That'd be good.
I think they
in
will show
general,
up here.
I mean, in general, they need to release more Pokemon spin-off games on NSO.
Yeah,
because
they
they
do.
really haven't done it.
The only ones we've had are Pokemon Puzzle League and
Trading
the
Card
Trading
Game.
Card Game. Yeah, right. Which is the secret
Yeah.
best Pokemon game in my
It's so-
opinion.
It's so good.
It'd be awesome actually. They actually officially released 2 on there. You know, the Japan only 2. Like if they actually
yeah.
translated that, that would be huge for the card game. I mean, so
I just want 2 of them. I want Pokemon Puzzle Challenge, so the Game Boy Color one that was based on Gen 2.
Yes.
And I really want Pokemon Pinball, both of them to come back.
Yep.
yeah.
Mhm. Is Pokemon Snap on N64 NSO?
Yes, it is.
Oh, I guess in Stadium 1 and 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of pinball, we actually just got that physical pinball being made by Stern. Is it? I think. Is that what the company?
That
Whatever.
sounds right.
Yeah,
Yes,
like
yes.
now's the time to bring back Pokemon Pinball in game form, whether as a new one or just bringing back the old ones. Like that'd be a great synergy type thing to do. And I just want it. Like I love those classic pinball games. Like there was a golden era where like we were getting like pinball games for all kinds of franchises. And by era I mean like across a 15-year span. But my point is that era is gone now. You know, like we don't get those at all anymore. So what happened to the pinball games? Bring them back.
I feel like they do pinball like there's like one big pinball digital only game maybe that ties in like Star Wars or like movie IPs to it, but nothing for gaming. Like you said, Andre, there was a point where there was like Pokemon Pinball, and I think Sonic Pinball was a thing, and then Mario Pinball for the Game Boy Advance, and it had like 3D graphics, which was the weirdest thing.
Metroid.
Like, Kirby had a ton of pinball games.
We did.
Yeah, Metroid on DS.
I was saying
which is so
Metroid.
random.
Don't forget Metroid.
Also the secret best Metro Prime game. Brawl Snorlax said in Super Chat. Thank you, Brawl Snorlax. They said, not likely, but I want a Pokemon farming sim. Is that really
It's
not
next
likely?
week. It's coming out next week,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
It's technically Pocopia, yeah.
Is that actually next week? That's really soon.
It comes out, Thursday.
Thursday. Dang, wow. I had no idea. That's real soon. All right.
I really look forward to that game.
Do you think we'll be seeing that today? More of it today?
Yeah, they have to show it off.
They have to show a little trailer. I don't think they will spend that much time on
20
it. but at least
minutes.
a trailer,
20
yeah,
to 25 minutes.
They're going to announce a second farm game. It's going to be a Pokemon farm.
They announced a sequel to Pokemon, whatever it's called. I already forgot the name, but
They had a Pokemon Ranch on the Wii. It was kind of like
yeah.
Where you just send all your Pokemon.
Which, funny enough, Japan got an update for, and then we never got it in the West because they supported then later Platinum, which we never got that update in the West for some reason.
Wow, yeah, I don't know why. I do kind of miss the era of all those. Speaking of golden eras, I feel like Pokemon had like a golden era spin-offs too, like around the pinball time, where they try all kinds of things. But since then, they transitioned to like mobile games, and I feel like we lost something in that. Like we don't get those fun little spin-off games anymore that kind of explore other aspects of Pokemon. And so yeah, they announced like a fun spin-off here, or a unique looking spin-off. But I mean, here's the thing though, when they announce Gen 10 or whenever they've announced new gens, do they ever really announce any other games at the same time, or do they just focus exclusively on?
It's hard to say. It depends on the presentation. Last year they randomly dropped Pokemon Friends, which was like,
Right.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that.
yeah.
What was that? Was that the?
That was a puzzle game that came out on Switch and mobile.
Oh, I remember that piece of crap. I streamed it.
Yeah, because I think the issue with it, like, it was free on mobile, but you only got the free version. But on Switch, I think you had to pay for it.
Yeah, you got all the puzzles on.
Yeah.
But to be fair to it, or maybe not. I mean, it was clearly made for babies. Like that thing, those puzzles are not at all challenging in any way. So yeah, I wonder how that game did.
Really cool plushies for it that were actually like the texture from the plushies in that game, but that's the best thing that came out of that game, to be honest.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Pokemon and Nintendo are tapping into the baby market now with My Mario.
Yeah,
True.
They're like, we're not capturing them young enough. Pretty soon they'll be like, you'll have like a way of like transmitting Pokemon directly through your ultrasound, so like your kids will be born obsessed with Pokemon. They're gonna figure it out. They're gonna crack the code on that. So what else are we expecting here though? Obviously it's a 30th anniversary, so they're gonna do a lot of anniversary stuff, right? Like, I mean, honestly, that's probably most of the presentation. It's probably gonna be largely focused on like, it being this big anniversary, looking back at what Pokemon has been, like random celeb videos like thrown in there, right? Like we already had the one where they had like a bunch of celebrities talking about their favorite Pokemon, right? So we'll probably get similar things.
A sequel to that, maybe, like more celebrities just talking about Pokemon.
I could see them do that, like an extended version of that, and just show more celebrities. Pokemon's always had a thing of like collaborating with celebrities. I think like Brie Larson's done a couple ads with them. I know like Dylan and Cole Sprouse actually ran into Dylan and Cole Sprouse at the airport when they were promoting Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and they had the little like Pokewalker on their hip because they were promoting it.
Sure, yeah.
Exactly. You have to tell chat who that is if they don't know.
Yeah.
Who? Dylan and Cole Sprouse, Zach and Cody?
Yeah.
The sweet life. Whether
it's a Disney
hotel
show
or on deck. Yeah.
See, this is where me being older is coming to play again. Like, I don't know who the hell you're talking about. So,
Nick, that's sad that it didn't even like occur to me that might be like slightly out of the
I'm like people might not know who that is.
Because I felt like I was kind of old when Zach and Cody was airing.
Yeah, like I watched it a bit because of Chris and Morgan. Like they would watch it, but I was never really big into it. Especially when I guess the sequel came out, the ship one. I don't even know the name of the ship one. Is it Sweet Life on Deck?
Yes.
That sounds like Speed 2 Cruise Control, like kind of spin off as this. All right, we got some comments I want to get to. First up, a super chat from Mike. Ooh, this stream. Wait, no, sorry, I misread. I looked at our own. I hope our stream's still good. I think it is. Okay, it blacked out for me for a second. Michael Cullen, I think, sorry, with a super chat says, imagine a modern remake of Pokemon Red and Blue. That's where they gave us Fire Red and Leaf Green as hints. First off, love the idea. Second off, do not get your hopes up. I don't think there's a chance we see remakes of the original because that would act against selling the original games. Like, it could happen down the line. I don't think now's it. But I would love to see, like, proper remakes.
A remake of a remake of a remake. It'll eventually happen again. They've remade Red and Blue so many times.
Counterpoint to that, that's already on Switch. It's called Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, it is. Sketches of Harmony says, Wild Predictions time, VR mode for new Pokemon Snap. That would legit be sick. And like, actually, if there were a time, it'd be now because of the Virtual Boy accessory. I don't think, but the thing is also that accessory wouldn't work as well as it should because of how I'd want to actually move the headset around, for Pokemon Snap, but I love the idea. It's not going to happen, but that would be amazing if they did it. I wanted that since day one because of Labo. They had the freaking camera Labo, they never used it.
Do we
Yeah.
see Switch 2 versions of any Pokemon games here? Like, I guess I don't know what you would show for Switch 2. Maybe Pokemon Snap, like Switch 2 edition. I'm trying to think what else. Like, I don't think you do a Pokken tournament, Switch 2 edition.
I don't think they should start their trend of making every Switch game a Switch 2 edition.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
That's
trying
what
to think,
Nintendo's
like,
doing.
Yeah, Nintendo's doing it. I don't think Pokemon does it. I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
I'd say it
Pokemon
would be my dream if they would like update the older, so like Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, and Sword and
Legends,
Shield. If they
like
would,
Legends Arceus
and
too.
Legends, yeah, if those could run at 60 FPS, like that would be perfect for me.
Real quick, Cameron in the chat says the new graphics are going to be insane. Cameron, it'd be best to keep your expectations within check. This is still Pokemon
Sure.
Company. I hope you're right, but let's not get carried away here. Sporty Lizard also asks, probably because it's the 30th anniversary, what is your guys' favorite Pokemon? So let's go through it real quick. Don, what's your favorite Pokemon?
Everybody knows this already. It's Wooper.
Wooper, nice. How about you, Nick?
I go between Sceptile, which is Gen 3, and then Gengar. Either between those two.
All right. And how about you, Zach?
I love Absol. I think Absol is my favorite, especially Mega Absol. Although I want to give love to my poor boy who's always been forgotten, Ladian. Ladian needs an evolution or a Mega.
All right.
Andre, what about you?
I'm boring. It's just Bulbasaur. He's my original starter. It's a Bulbasaur. I mean, as soon as the new games come out, assuming I'll be streaming it, I'll be grabbing the green version and getting my Bulbasaur starter. You know, so. But yeah, that's where I'm at. Although I also like Pikachu as well, but that's also a standard answer. So, let's see, chat. How hyped is everyone? How hyped are we right now, guys? In chat, let me know 1 to 10. How hyped is chat? You three as well. What are we at?
I'm at like maybe a 7 right now, and it could bump up to an 8 right before the presentation. I say a 7
yeah.
because at least like if nothing amazing happens here, I know I can play Fire Red and Leaf Green on my Switch afterwards. So like that kind of there's a buffer there to help me with my expectation. But again, like I want to see something of Gen 10 to kind of get me like over the moon. But who knows how much we're gonna see at Gen 10? It could really just be the starters, the legendaries. Like there might not be any gameplay here.
Oh, speaking real quick, it just started for me the stream, by the way.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
it's
up
more
to-
of the countdown stream you can have in the background while we'll keep talking, I guess.
Is this the countdown to the countdown?
It
Yeah.
is.
At 35, 34, 33, 32.
Sorry, oh, you're way ahead of me. So
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm in the 30s now.
Well, I've got-
38.
I have 2 of them running for some reason. So give me a few seconds here, chat. While I figure this out.
Yeah.
Why do I have 2 of them running? Oh, because I see why. One of them in our Discord call was going off. Okay.
Let me know where you're at.
So I'm at 21, 20, 19,
Oh, wait.
18, 17,
I'm
16.
going on 7, so let me
I'm
know
in the
when you're
same
at
spot.
7.
Yeah, Andre, I'm synced up with you.
Okay, perfect. So we're all good? All right.
Yeah.
No, let me know when you're at 7.
7 now. 6,
Okay.
5. All right, cool. Sorry about that, chat. Exciting time syncing
No
up our streams. All right. So we've got the countdown.
Luckily, I
before the
only
countdown.
have to do it. That's all right.
All right, here's the real countdown.
Oh, are they're going through every Pokemon? Counting down?
Oh, this is awesome.
Yeah.
That's actually really
I think
cool.
that's what they're gonna do.
That's a fun one.
Yeah, for some reason they're not doing this on the American and UK version.
That's so weird.
Andre,
It's-
there's your favorite.
Yeah, see? Nailed it. Told ya. Bulbasaur all the way, baby.
Kind of cool. Yeah.
I think they're going by, are they just going by numbers, though? It makes sense they're going by numbers. But is the Bulbasaur
no,
1?
Now going for the starters now.
Yeah, they're going through the starters.
Oh, that's what they're doing. Yeah, you're right. So,
Yeah.
yeah. I
That's
guess,
neat. I like this.
yeah, this is cute. Chat,
Yeah.
how's the volume right now? Can you guys, we got half an hour of this, so let me know how everything's sounding. I can turn it down if it's too loud right now. But
Plus,
this,
it's Pokemon music in the background, so that's nice.
this is cute, though. They should do stuff like
Yeah.
this more often, yeah.
Oh, this music's good.
Yeah, I like it.
Until we get copyright striked for whatever this is.
So, boo American and European version be better.
Yeah, because sorry, do you say the American stream's not even live yet?
No, they're just doing straight up like a premiere for.
that's so weak.
full-time.
Why are they doing that?
It's so weak.
That makes
Why?
no sense. Why are they doing that?
Yeah. This is neat. What the hell?
Yeah, this is really cute. So, okay, so, is the sound still good, chat? It's not too loud or anything? Alright, sounds good. But let me know if that changes. But anyway, so okay, is your hype increased now, guys? Are we even more hype now?
Yeah, because of the music and the little. I saw these the other day. Zach sent them to me. The 30th logo with the Pokemon in it. I'm like, yeah, this is cool.
By the way, we had a lot of like the numbers were all over the place for the hype in the chat. We had 10s, 11s, 7s, 5, 4, 8, out of 10. So people are all over the map. There's no consensus on how hyped people should be. So I think in general some people are hyped, but they've also been burned before about Pokemon Presents, right? Like in having too high expectations. So anyway.
I mean, there's always going to be a mobile section in this, so there's that.
Yeah, that's true. So what else for the Gen 10? Or is there anything else beyond what we've talked about so far that you guys are hoping or expecting today?
Well, obviously, I do expect that the Pokemon Champions is going to be here because they still need to announce a release date because they said this needs to come out before this year's Pokemon Worlds in August. So at some point, it needs to come out because it will be their main way of doing VGC going forward.
Right.
And Zach, you were talking the other night, right, where you think that it could be coming out sooner than later because maybe they want you playing through Fire Red and Leaf Green to kind of build up a team in there and then add Pokemon Home not too long after the first playthrough of that. Bring them to home and then bring them the champions.
Yeah, I think it honestly could come out.
Is this a DuckTales theme? I swear you guys a DuckTales theme. I'm sorry.
It did sound like it.
Sorry, continue, Zach.
I was saying, I think it could come out like fairly soon after. I don't know if it's gonna come out like I don't know if we're getting a Shadow Drop today, but I think it could come out within a month of Fire Red and Leaf Green coming out today, and then you'd be able to move your Pokemon your team that you built in there with like a home update.
You know what's interesting? I emailed Nintendo. We're talking Leaf Green and Fire Red, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, just making sure I only half listened. So I emailed Nintendo about that, because they often get back to me without general questions. Yeah. They didn't reply to that email at all, which makes me think they just don't want to comment on it at all. That's my guess. It's possible they respond to other outlets, I don't know. But I would assume that they would add support down the line. They just don't want headlines right now being like, well, it says coming, it says it's not, or whatever it is, so.
Yeah, I definitely saw it on the listing when I first saw it at like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. Right. I'm like, oh, that's cool. It's got Pokemon Home support. But no, Zach was walking me through that last night because I finally got Pokemon Home last night, so I can transfer my Pokemon from not my first original playthrough of like Fire Red, Leaf Green, Ruby Sapphire, because I did restart that at some point, but Pokemon that I've had for like 15 plus years. And I'm like, this is so cool. Like, it was really cool to have this Pokemon come with you all this way. And Zach, you were talking about it last night. It's just like, there's nothing else like that experience in gaming where you can carry something with you and kind of capture that memory of like, oh, I went through the Kanto like Elite Four with this Pokemon, and now it's all the way with me in modern days. Like, that's the coolest feeling.
You don't have a graveyard of all your dead Tamagotchi?
No, I have a graveyard for all my dead Chows in Sonic Adventure, which I felt so bad as a kid. I was like, oh wait, there's like a heaven and hell.
That should be a new spin-off game, Chow Graveyard.
Just a reminder for everybody who ever played Nintendogs, your dog has probably left your save file back.
Yeah,
I've actually been thinking about checking that, yeah. Real quick, we have a super chat missed a while ago from Brawl Snorlax, so I apologize for missing it. They said, would you prefer Pokemon Let's Go to Johto, Pikachu, and Eevee, or Pokemon Let's Go Togepi and Phanpy? I don't know, I don't fully understand the question. Do you guys?
Yeah, so
okay.
like, yeah, do we want kind of like a sequel to like the Let's Go's being like the remakes of Gen 2, but with those Pokemon as the cover art Pokemon and the headline Pokemon? Yeah, I would be fine with that, I think. Like, if they kept Let's Go, because I really did enjoy Let's Go on Switch 1. And that's the thing, I think Let's Go has one of the better art styles for all the Pokemon games on Switch. Like, I think it, even though the game is very simplistic and the art style is pretty simplistic, it at least had an art style that I really enjoyed compared to all the other ones on Switch.
No, I agree with that. Sure. Also, it was weird that there were Mega Pokemon in the remake of Gen 1, pre-Sword and Shield.
See, I love that. That like, I think I brought it up on our discussion But like I love when we get to explore the old regions with the new mechanics and new Pokemon. We didn't get the new Pokemon in Let's Go, but we got the new mechanics. Like we got the fairy type.
Yep.
We got the Mega Evolutions, but we didn't have abilities, and we didn't have any of the newer gens. And I think like that's something that bummed me out with Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl 2 was that it cut off at Gen 4. Like we didn't get to see Gen 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like the rest all in these older regions. That was my favorite thing about all of the remakes they've done. And that's going to be something that's really interesting about Fire Red and Leaf Green coming to the Switch is those games can have Pokemon from Gen 2 and 3. And Gen 2, there's some Pokemon you can catch in Fire Red and Leaf Green, but I think the only Pokemon that you can catch from Gen 3 in Fire Red and Leaf Green are ones where you like breed their form and they have like a baby. Other than that, there's none you can get. So will we see Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald coming to the eShop soon that you'd be able to trade in through there?
It would be crazy if those also came out this year. Because if that's the case, and I said it to you, Zach, like Fire Red and Leaf Green are going to stay #1 on the eShop until we die, I think. Like those are never leaving those spots ever.
Sure,
like
yeah.
ever. And then you put Ruby and Sapphire on there, yet they're going to be in the top 10 as well. Like probably right below Fire Red Leaf Green. Like they're never going to leave that spot.
This is so
You
cute.
guys this battle
Wait, is this
scene
a
right now?
plushie?
Yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah.
I love this.
Oh, live action Pikachu
Oh,
there.
it's
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Yeah, that's actually really cute. Again, America, European stream, do better.
Yeah, seriously.
right?
Are we into the super chat from Sir Brooks 2? Thank you, Sir Brooks 2. They say, morning, fellas. Happy to be here with you. Likewise, thank you. What Pokemon do you guys always seem to have on your team? Is there a Pokemon you tend to avoid? Happy 30th. So, obviously, mine's Bulbasaur, well, Venusaur, I guess. He never leaves my team, at least in the original games. But how about you three?
I have Gengar because Gengar's one of my favorites, but I try to mix it up every time I play. Like, I don't know what style I'm going to go for when I play Fire Red and Leaf Green, but when I played Scarlet and Violet, I did a Gym Leader Challenge for my first run of the game, where I did only Water-type Pokemon. I was like, oh, this is such a fun thing to do, is just focus on one specific typing. Obviously, I had, like, flexible typing in there, as like Water, Steel, or Water, like, fighting, so it wasn't specifically just Water, but I stick with the Gym Leader Challenge the entire way through. But if I had to pick one that's following me, like, all the way through, it's Gengar. But it syncs with Gengar because to evolve Gengar, you have to trade, right? Like Haunter to
Yes.
Ghastly to get it, which is... I don't like that. I wish there was a better way to actually evolve Gengar.
Yeah.
I don't like trade evolutions very much, even now. Like, to me, it's... so because I like to play a Pokemon game in my own bubble, and then only post-game I like to trade. So it also limits the Pokemon I want to use throughout that playthrough. Like, I usually stick to my guns with the Pokemon I know that I can evolve all the way through that playthrough as well.
Zach, what about you? Who do you go with?
I mean, I love my boy Swampert. Anytime Swampert's in the game like that, I could bring him in. I love to mix it up, though, honestly. My favorite thing, I love replaying playthroughs and just going with a really weird team. I like to really plan out my team before I start the playthrough. Sometimes I'll even, now that Pokemon Home is a thing, my favorite thing to do is to get a team ready. So, like, breed, like, a full team. They're all, like, level 1 to start. And just start with that team, bring them all in on Pokemon Home, and just go from there. I like planning out the team ahead of time, but if I'm going through, like, a normal playthrough, it varies by the region. But, I mean, Swampert's always my guy. I love Marowak, too, if I can get him.
How about avoid? Do we
Swampert's
avoid
awesome,
any Pokemon, or...
Avoid. Like, Don said, Don goes or avoids Pokemon that you need to do the trade evolution with.
Oh, right.
Which is a bummer that's still, like, a thing. What was it on 3DS for X and Y where you had to turn it upside down during a trade, or when it was evolving? Yeah, right? That's such a weird thing.
It's still a thing.
It's still a thing on Switch, by the way.
Really?
Do you have to turn the controllers upside down? What do you have to
Oh,
do
you have to
to
put the
evolve it?
entire Switch upside down.
So you can't evolve it in dock mode?
Docked mode, no.
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
Unless you have if you have a Pro Controller, you can, I believe.
Oh yeah, that's true, yeah. But, like, going back to the original question, for me it's always Wooper. So I know for a fact that I can only get Wooper in one of the versions of Firelight and Wing. That's the one I'm playing.
Nice. Well, we are only 20 minutes away now from the start of the Presents, the 25-minute long Presents, I believe. Gen 10, almost certain.
This countdown screen is so good.
It is. It almost seems like too
music.
much. Like it's so early in the morning for me. I know it's not for you, Don. I'm like, I'm not awake enough for this.
I feel like it's usually like DJ Pikachu, and there's a bunch of Pikachus around DJ, and they're just dancing. I'm like, yeah, it is a little early to be blasting the music.
By the way, they didn't do that also last year. The DJ Pikachu set was not on the European or American stream.
We say that again,
It's so
Don?
bland and boring.
Yeah, so the European American stream last year there was something called DJ Pikachu, which did a bunch of remixed music,
Okay.
which was also not on the European or American stream.
I don't understand it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
Laser
just fun.
Laser Ray asks, or do none of you actually name your Pokemon? I never do. The only Pokemon that ever, let me try to think. I did rename my Bulbasaur / Venusaur to Ass Kicker. I think that was the only one I renamed. I don't remember the rest, but he might still be there on my original copy. We'll see.
Yeah, I name my Pokemon
Yeah,
occasionally.
Yeah.
I only name them if I do what's called a Nuzlocke run, which is the one, like, it's basically like self-imposed rules on a Pokemon run where if your Pokemon faints, it's gone forever. So I name them so that I get attached to them, but otherwise I don't name them.
You should just name them like already dead or something. That way you don't feel attached to
Just
them.
fodder.
Yeah, fodder, exactly. Operation Pokemon Shield. We got a super chat from Sir Brooks 2. Again, thank you, Sir Brooks. They say, what Poketype do you think needs more love?
Bug type.
Bug
I would
type.
say.
That's a good
Yeah,
one.
that's a good one.
Yeah,
Especially because the bug, if you think about it, Pokemon started with bugs. Like the whole idea of Pokemon was the original creator. I think it was Masuda said like he would go out in his backyard and catch bugs.
Like, yeah.
And that was his like inspiration for Pokemon. So show the bug, show
Which-
the bug types some love.
yeah, because the whole idea of Pokemon, like, yeah, seems similar to like like butterfly catching or something, right? So,
Sure, yeah.
yeah, that's a good point actually. So, bug, yeah, it's a good choice actually. Plus, I remember Caterpie being a big feature of the cartoon early on. So, when he turns into Butterfree, especially, remember that? So, yeah, yeah, bug type needs more love too. I agree. Are there any other kind of neglected types relative to the others, or?
I'm not neglected, but I would be excited to see a new typing. I know it would shake up things a lot, but I don't know what typing it would be. Like,
I guess Gen 10 would be the time to do it, right?
The obvious one.
I also feel, going back to before we move on to that new question, I also think that rock type needs a bit better Pokemon.
Yeah.
We're gonna...
It needs some kind of fast Pokemon because they're all slow.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when I think like rock, I automatically think of the rock biter from Neverending Story. He's like a big, slow dude, right? So like, I think that's just how rock types are. You're big and slow, or slow at least. So, Zach, we were saying something a few moments ago, though. You were going to.
Yeah.
Oh, on the new type thing, I think the obvious one a lot of people think would be the sound type. Because there's already moves in the game that have there's quote unquote like sound moves.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So there's so many Pokemon that you could easily change them to sound type. Like Jigglypuff would be a perfect one.
Exploud.
Yeah, Exploud, Meloetta.
I actually love that idea. I love that idea a lot. Sorry, Under the Sky in the chat says "big, strong hands," quoting the rock biter. Yes, so good. But yeah, I actually like that idea a lot. That feels like it'd be a really unique type too, compared to the others, at least conceptually. So
Yeah, just call it like rhythm.
there we go. It's all Actually, it's like the Mother 3 battle system where you have to time your attacks to the music.
That would be awesome. That would be sick.
Right? That'd be amazing. Which means I'd be terrible at it.
They're gonna have Lady Gaga come out and announce the 7th type.
Yeah, the new type.
That's why, see, they've been playing into it all this time, It's impressive. Brawl says, I like the idea of a primal type. Oh, yeah, that's not a bad one, too, right? So you could there's already some Pokemon that could easily apply to that, so... Alright, let's see here. Pokemon get sad. What are you talking? Wait, is this like a type of sad type of Pokemon? That'd be so depressing.
That's also like Earthbound, like the saddest condition.
Yeah. Normally on the stream, they're going through Hisuian Pokemon from Legends Arceus. That's kind of neat.
Going through the what? Sorry?
The Hisuian
So the
Pokemon.
Hisuian Pokemon from Legends Arceus.
Oh, I see, yeah. It'd be cool. Are they? So I thought they were actually going to count down the number of Pokemon, you know, like 1025, 1024, and I don't know if they're actually going through them all or not, but they do have that figure in the top right where it's like Pokeball out of 1025, you know? It's like, what does that even mean? Just, I guess it's just like a generic number there, so...
Maybe do it in the last 10 minutes, just the final seconds of the countdown.
I was gonna say quick math. What's 1,025 seconds?
Oh god. You got me.
Quickly, somebody in chat, please do the math for us.
Yeah, right, seriously. Chat, what else are you guys hoping for yourselves from this? I mean, I think Gen 10 is a big one. And is there anything else, or is there anything specific for Gen 10 you're hoping to see? We'd love to hear what everyone's kind of expecting here. And that's kind of a fun thing. Like, we don't know what to expect, you know? And I think the fear is, like, that they show it and, like, it's just immediate disappointment, right? Like, oh, no. Like, that's what Gen 10 is, you know? Like, it looks just like the other ones, or...
Yeah, is this year, are we going to get the most amount of Pokemon games or just things ever in this year for the anniversary? It seems like it's going to happen.
Oh,
Yeah.
There's gonna be so many collaborations with random things. Like I think I was talking with you about it last night. Like there's gonna be they're gonna bring back like the Pokemon shirts. There's gonna be, you know, Pokemon backpacks. Like Pokemon. There's gonna be something like really random.
Check
Collaboration.
your local Pizza Hut to get a Pokemon style pizza.
Yeah, what could it be?
They're gonna bring back the Pokemon cereal from the early 2000s.
Yeah.
I want a Pokemon pizza. Like, what would it be themed to, though? Like, would it, like, if you got meat on it, is that, like, you're eating Pokemon then, though? Or, like...
No, I was thinking it's going to look like a Pokeball.
Oh, that makes the most sense, yeah. A little weird, though,
Maybe
eating a
they just
Pokeball.
Maybe they just make a pizza-style Pokemon. I mean, they have, like, ice cream and they have other foods, so
Wait,
it's possible.
Your Pokeball ID, you can, like, half pepperoni, half, like, cheese, you know? Like, you got the red and the white.
Ooh.
It's a good
Oh,
idea.
I like that.
Yeah, right? They should totally do
You
that.
just make like
so.
a circle in the middle with like pepperoni.
The R999 says Pokemon food collabs would go hard. Yeah, you know, the Mario Galaxy movie's going hard on the food collabs.
Yeah.
Like, there's all kinds of random collabs for it, including, like, cereal, nutrition bars, drinks, you know? So, yeah, Pokemon should go in. They're leaving money on the table. Oh! Will we find out anything about the theme park news, Universal Studios here? Or do you think they sit on that for longer?
Oh, that is a good point.
Right?
I would be so excited if we got a glimpse of a future dark ride. I had to say dark ride because it's got to be a dark ride. I know we talked about it before, maybe like a walkthrough experience, but I really want it to be a dark ride.
It'll be a dark ride.
I mean,
Especially...
the walkthrough experience is already Pokepark Kanto, which I've been. It's
Yeah,
very
there you
nice.
go.
Exactly. Good point. Yeah, I would love if they actually talked about that, because we know they're building it in Japan. That's what's taking over what was Spider-Man. At least, almost certainly, that's what the case. And Spider-Man's been closed for a couple of years now,
Yeah.
so they've probably made significant progress on that. And they recently like confirmed that stuff are coming, and I feel like they wouldn't have done that unless they have plans to tell us more about it in the near future. So,
Andre, do you think they would just go with the same layout, track design, vehicle for Spider-Man and just repurpose it for Pokemon, or do you think they'll just gut it completely?
I think they'll get it completely. Yeah, I think I can't imagine Spider-Man's ride system really even fitting Pokemon that well as is. So I think they'll probably redesign it, especially if they have an interactive element. I just can't see that track design working well with a interactive experience. But you know, I could be surprised. So, but I would want to get its own like. I want it to be unique, so I don't want to be,
sure.
Here's a hard word Green Goblin attack, but with a green Pokemon instead, you know?
Yeah.
Or I didn't even know, I was watching a theme park video like 2 days ago. I didn't even realize that for Men in Black, it's the same ride vehicle as Cat in the Hat. So I didn't realize that. I'm like, that is crazy to think.
crazy.
I didn't realize that. I'm like, oh my god, I looked at it like, wait, it is the same exact, it's not the same track layout, but the same vehicle. But yeah, I want it to be
That's
completely
crazy.
different from Spider-Man.
Right. Sir Brooks 2 with another super chat. Thank you. Says, would anyone care about a Pokken 2? Remember that?
That's me.
I know
That's all
one
me.
person.
That's all me. That's all me. I love Pokken on Switch. I played it a tiny bit on Wii U. But I don't even, maybe I was playing Smash at the time. I was like, yeah, I don't want to get this because none of my friends were getting it. So I waited for the Switch 1 version to come out. And oh my god, is it a dream to play that game. I had such a good time. I think, I was talking to Zach about it the other day. I'm like, if a new Pokken came out now with how thriving like the fighting game community is doing, I think it could hit and do a better job than when it first came out on the Wii U, and then obviously when it was ported to Switch. But yeah, redefine kind of Pokemon. Like, it worked out really well, and just bringing new Pokemon into there, especially the system where you actually had like a partner Pokemon and they would help you out. I love that mechanic or gimmick in the game.
Especially now, the timing would be pretty good about now, but Smash Brothers isn't anywhere near on the horizon as far as we know, so it'd be wouldn't be competing with really anything first party wise.
And it was made by Bandai Namco, and Nintendo just bought the what was it? Is it the Singapore or is
Singapore,
it the
I believe, yeah.
studio? Singapore studio of Bandai Namco. But so yeah, just have them work on it. I don't know if that division actually works on the fighting games though.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. Hey,
Not
10 minutes.
really.
Or we're under 10 minutes
10
now.
minutes.
Or 8 minutes. I'm
We're
sorry.
8 minutes.
I'm way behind. I was watching the YouTube version of the stream. I'm behind on that. We're 8 minutes away, so
Yeah.
we're close. Someone asked if we think. Let me see if I can find a name here. Sketches of Harmony asked, "Do you think Alarmo could get a Pokemon update?"
Does Alarmo have any Pokemon stuff right now, or is it just like Mario,
No.
Pikmin,
It's
Zelda?
first party Nintendo, yeah. So I'm guessing.
No, wait, no. Knowing Pokemon, they would make like their own.
Their own, yeah.
They have Pokemon Sleep, right? Like, so I don't think they would want to put that on there when they just have everything in Pokemon Sleep.
I agree. Yeah, they want. Do you remember when they added Pokemon to Mario Maker, but none of them made sounds?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, they did when you get the item, they made a sound, and then after that, nothing.
Yeah,
They
so
were just
weird.
soundless.
Yeah, very, very odd. Yeah, I don't think they'll be added to Alarmo. I think that's a purely Nintendo thing.
One thing I wanted to bring up on the prediction stream that we had that I didn't get to bring up is, do we think that we'll see anything movie related with Pokemon? Because we haven't had a new movie since, I believe, the Sun and Moon era. Like, it's been at least 5-6 years since we've had a Pokemon movie.
Are you counting Detective Pikachu in that, or
I think it was before it, right?
was that before?
Yeah, it was before that.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Jesus. Well, where's our
Yeah.
second
Yeah.
Detective Pikachu? Wasn't that confirmed forever ago?
I honestly believe. So they've done the last 2-ish movies were with that alternate version of Ash. It went on a different journey than the original Ash, and then they did one anime episode at the end of the regular series, and then they just dropped it entirely. So I'm not sure if they are really interested in movies still.
It's kind of insane that they may not be. I mean, at least in a typical Hollywood sense, like, yeah, they flirted with Detective Pikachu, of course, but I think if they made like a mainline Pokemon movie, like a one focused on the mainline games,
Yeah.
it would be huge. Like, if they did it right. And we've already seen Nintendo do it with Mario, of course, and hopefully Zelda next. We know that's coming. I mean, hopefully it's good. I'm shocked that they haven't, especially because for Pokemon, the main entry points for the Pokemon for new player or for new people in the Pokemon ecosystem, it's not the games.
Sure.
It's a card game and it's the anime. You think movies could be a perfect third point of entry, but they don't seem to be all that interested in like really tapping into that full.
With
Yeah.
Entei.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
Entei.
That was the last one
Yeah.
I saw, and then the fourth one, I believe, was the last one that was ever released in at least U.S. theaters.
And that was Gen 4.
Internationally, it sort of depends. There are places where it went all the way up to the one with Sarud, but Sarud also came out in English during the pandemic, so I don't think it ever came out in theaters, even in the limited places where it usually would.
As in, the Zarude one, I think, was the last one they've made.
Yes,
What was the one that had Latios and Latias in it?
that's
That was 5.
5. Yeah.
I'll say this: if that is Star Fox in that Mario movie preview,
No.
Pokemon Illumination movie, Smash Bros. Down the line.
There we go.
Yeah.
Wait, how do you bring over Link? Because there's gonna be the live action Link.
He goes through a portal or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just make it up.
You get the tunified version of Link that way, yeah.
We
We had a
won't
super
get to Link.
exactly. We had a super chat
true.
from Matthew Fields who says Pokemon Maker Fire Red Leaf Green style. That, I mean, on the one hand, it sounds epic. On the other hand, I don't see that ever happening. There's there's already what RPG Maker has been around forever on PC. The thing is, like, making a game of that style is so much freaking work, and I feel like it'd be a very niche audience. I love the idea. I don't think they ever make it Pokemon Maker though, unless it was like a Pokemon, like a make your own Pokemon generator type thing. Like you put in, like, I don't know, like
There's no audio apparently.
There's no audio. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's strange. Hold on. What's going on here? It looks like there should be audio on my end. Chat, can you guys hear us? Only one person say. Oh, dude, a few people are saying that. What the heck?
Yeah.
That's weird. Can one of you check our stream?
Yeah, I'm checking right now.
People are saying some people are saying it's fine for them. Okay, it's fine now?
Yeah, I can hear it.
You
I can hear it.
Okay, weird.
Yeah.
There is audio. Okay, that's super weird. So, people are saying, okay, people need to refresh, I think. So, skill issue, said Sergeant Gnome.
Refresh. Refresh.
Unfortunately, people can't hear us saying refresh if they can't hear us.
Yeah.
Refresh!
Need some lip readers out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. It was weird. But at some point, you guys all cut out, but I think that was just Discord. Maybe they were behind on the stream. Maybe that's why they couldn't hear you guys. So maybe that's what happened. Anyways.
Yeah.
We are now only 4 minutes. I'm sorry, 2.5 minutes away. I keep looking at the freaking leggy stream in the back end. We're 2.5 minutes away. Yeah. Any final expectations or predictions for this, guys?
Gen 10 is my big one. Like, it's gonna happen. It's gonna be the last thing they talk about. Exactly.
I'm gonna look past Gen, or not past Gen 10. Technically before Gen 10.
You're looking at Gen 11.
Excited.
Gen 12.
Yeah, we're skipping.
We're going for the 40th anniversary. I am excited for Champions. I want to know all about Champions. I want to see exactly what it's going to entail, especially how are they marketing it? How are they pricing it? How is online going to work? How is customization going to work? How is it going to integrate with the VGC and everything like that? I'm so fascinated by Champions. I think it's such a not Pokemon Company thing to do, which is a good thing. So I can't wait to see what that's going to be.
It's bizarre that it's basically going to take over one wing of their entire business model, and then at the same time they're still releasing mainline games.
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. We're gonna see what happens here. Making a battle-focused game is kind of wild. I mean, at least beyond the Pokemon Stadium days, you know. So, but yeah, I'm curious. I'm actually curious. Like, that one could be good. I don't know. Well, so do you think we'll see a lot more of that here then?
Yeah. They have to.
So we got that. We got Gen 10. That's at least 2 games covered. Mobile games? Are you guys excited for more mobile games?
There's gonna be a new one. Pokemon Eats.
Pokemon Eats. Oh my
It's gonna
god.
be Pokemon Friends 2, everybody.
Heck yeah. Hey,
Pokemon Enemies.
We are now only 30 seconds. Pokemon Enemies. I want that. It's just all about Team Rocket, Jesse and James.
Yeah.
That'd be great. We're 28 seconds away from the start of this thing. I'm excited. I hope everyone's excited. Chat, once it starts, let us know how it sounds, but I can't tell ourselves. So if it's too loud, too quiet, let me know. I can adjust. But yeah, otherwise, we're almost here. Nick, are you still at the same hype level, or you have gone up a little bit more?
I gone up to an 8. I'm at an 8 now. I'm excited.
Yeah, same. I think this countdown really helped him to get me more excited.
It did, right? The DJ music.
Yeah.
All right, here we 2 seconds, 1 second, less than a second.
Boom.
Here we go. Oh, this is way quieter now by comparison.
I'm in.
We're starting with blue and red. Are they coming? NSO? That'd be huge. That's what I wanted. No, they're showing it.
Special intro.
Yeah, this feels great to see. Just see it.
Yeah.
Whoa. It's a lot of screens. That's a lot of games.
Different languages too. That's kind of cool.
Did they show Pokemon Yellow on the black and white Game Boy?
Hello everyone, I'm Ishihara from the Pokemon Company. Today, February 27, is Pokemon Day. This is the date the Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green games were first released in Japan, marking the beginning of the Pokemon series. In those first 2 titles, 151 Pokemon made their appearance. Now, a total of 1,025 Pokemon have been discovered.
That's too many. That's
And
crazy.
These diverse
It is
Pokemon have been part of the
crazy, yeah.
stories trainers worldwide have been able to experience.
There aren't enough pixels to display them all.
This year marks the Pokemon series' 30th, a milestone reached because of your support. Thank you, each and every one of you. We hope you will all enjoy seeing how Pokemon continues to evolve. In today's broadcast, we'll share all the latest news about Pokemon. Please enjoy the presentation.
Oh.
All right, what's this? Classic.
Yeah, what are we starting with?
Yeah.
Everyone gets a free Game Boy. Thanks, Pokemon Company.
They're gonna have an entire factory.
Oh,
I thought it was gonna be
What?
like a classic
Wait.
or something.
Oh. Yeah.
it's like a
Oh, what?
it's merch.
Yeah,
Merch, yeah.
that's actually cute. I wasn't too far off.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
song.
Oh, it's like an MP3 player?
45 songs? 45
It's like,
cartridges. What?
It's a big clip.
Yeah, that's exactly the thing I was looking for.
I don't even know what that is.
I'm Junichi Masuda, and I handled the music and sound effects for the Pokemon Red version and Pokemon Blue version video games.
Hey.
You can now play all 45 songs from the games on the small player inspired by the Game Boy system. We took particular care to make the audio sound just like Game Boy, so I hope you enjoy listening while swapping out cartridges.
That's actually really
That's
cute.
crazy.
Yeah. Love that box, too. Oh, the box is so good.
Available February 26th. What? Okay.
Available today.
Yeah.
Really?
Hello, Pokemon
Yeah.
trainers, and happy Pokemon Day. I'm Chris Brown from the Pokemon Company International, and I'm thrilled to share news about the 2026
Oh.
Pokemon World Championships, which will be taking place alongside our new fan experience, Pokemon XP in San Francisco. The 2026 Pokemon World Championships will once again welcome nearly 3,000 competitors from all over the world. Competitors in the video game championships will battle for the first time in Pokemon Champions, while their fellow
Okay,
competitors will battle in the Pokemon trading card game, Pokemon Go, and Pokemon Unite. Each of the final matches of these games will be held
That
at
stage
the
is so
Chase
cool.
Center, an arena that's 3 times the size as last year's finals. Years ago, we started on a mission to create the most exciting Pokemon event for our competitors and their families. As the World Championships evolved, we saw an opportunity to expand even further and deliver a one-of-a-kind experience where trainers around the world can come together in celebrating their fandom. As we celebrate 30 years of Pokemon, we invite all of you to the inaugural Pokemon XP event. Fans of all ages can expect fun activities, including interactive exhibits, pin trading, cosplay showcases, unique panels, hands-on workshops, exciting partner collaborations, and of course, visiting the Pokemon Center pop-up store. To celebrate this new
Give us all your
experience
money.
today, we're
Yeah.
giving you a first
Like he listed
look
everything
at a
possible
truly
there.
special piece
Yeah.
of art illustrating Pokemon XP alongside the highly anticipated World Championships.
This space suit has just over Pikachu's ears.
Whether you're joining us in person in San Francisco or from home on our live stream, we can't wait to see you this August. Thank you, Pokemon trainers.
Sorry, that final line just did it for me. The
Trading
card
card
game.
game, sure.
Bring back, give us a localized second game from Japan.
Those are classic cards. What?
Are you guys still playing that mobile version of this?
Whoa.
I play Pocket a lot, yeah.
Okay.
But I more play it actually physical in stores with people. So.
Oh, nice. I'm glad it's just not all collectors grabbing all the cards still.
Yeah. Well, the physical TCG. It's going for the generations of cards right now. Oh. The future. What?
For Gen 10, you should get Mew 10.
Wait, what?
That doesn't say much. What is releasing simultaneously worldwide? That is new because normally Japan gets stuff earlier. Huh. That doesn't tell me much what's happening with the TCGs.
I huge range of Pokemon that have appeared in Pokemon Go so far.
Oh my god, they're taking over the world.
And there's a 2-day Pokemon Go tour event starting tomorrow. We also have a promo code to share.
Okay.
That just ended abruptly.
Okay.
That was like an ad in the Pokemon.
Yeah, that was too anticlimactic.
Yeah, it was.
Thanks, everybody. Oh, Pokemon Master DX. Okay, fair enough.
Oh, that's cool. It's like the old art style.
I love that art style.
Yeah.
That is kind
from
of
the-
crazy.
Like the watercolor.
From the manual.
Curiosity shine! Like a twinkling
Why is this part like 10 times louder than the others?
It's crazy that EX has voice acting, and
I was thinking that the other day. I'm like, there's no way this
Yeah.
is voice acting, but like nothing else.
ah, Cafe, everyone's favorite.
This is your Pokemon Snap VR update.
It is Cafe Remix, yeah.
It is good. It does feel like they're rolling through these, though.
Yeah,
That's true. They are
Yeah.
pretty quick pace so far. This kind of like feels like the highlights section of a Nintendo Direct, you know, or Spotlight section, whatever it is. Everyone's favorite.
I mean, I still use it every day.
I love sleep.
Every night, Dawn.
Every night. Too. But also daily, you have to give food to the Pokemon.
Oh, that's
in the
right.
day.
That remix was so good.
About adding new. Okay. Beginning to not. Okay.
Yeah, that's soon.
To celebrate Pokemon Day, Zapdos, Moltres, and Articuno will be joining the fray.
Oh, that's cool.
The magnificent power of the 3 legendary bird Pokemon comes together. Soar stylishly into battle.
Like Unite,
You can
but
participate in the event
it
to
got a
unlock
little.
their
It
Unite
felt a little
licenses.
pay to win at times.
And
Oh,
even
really?
more
Turned me
Pokemon
off
are
of it.
scheduled
But
to
the
be
gameplay was
added.
fun.
Don't miss
Guess
what's
what? They've
coming.
actually banned it in my country now.
Really?
Crazy.
Yeah. You can no longer buy it on Switch or do anything with it.
Wow. That's the Netherlands for everyone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Here's Pocket.
You knew about it. You sent it out. What do you mean on the show? This set came out yesterday.
Nick, do you still play? I've kind of dropped off.
I
Are
mean,
you
still
I-
forever.
I love Pocket. This set is not great because it's mostly just copying art from the existing cards. I'm like, yeah, I'm already over this set.
I told you it was gonna be here.
You're right.
There you go.
Right, Zach?
There it is.
Oh my
Question
goodness.
is when. Man, Shadow Legion. I love these games because these games were so. You could tell that Pokemon Company let who was it? Genius
Where?
Seniority. They let them do whatever they want. These were such weird games. They're
Yeah.
vintage GameCube era where everything in the GameCube era, people weren't afraid to take risks and do weird things.
Yeah, it's true. Like Mario
Am I
Sunshine.
going to get into Gale of Darkness? Because I only played Coliseum.
Oh, Gale of Darkness is great as well.
Yeah.
Does it have the dark mechanic like from It does, okay. Like the
Yeah,
Shadow
it's-
Pokemon or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
It's set in the same. It's basically a sequel, I believe. Like it's set in the same region, but there are new areas and new Pokemon.
Next month.
Oh, March. Okay. They're starting with Gale of Darkness.
Yeah, that's crazy. Why Gale of Darkness?
I'm surprised they're not
first?
selling that separate.
Hello everyone, I'm Utsunomiya from the Pokemon Company. I'd like to give you all some additional updates as we share the latest news on our games. First off, we have information regarding the Pokemon Fire Red version and Pokemon Leaf Green version
Pokemon
games
Home?
coming to
Gotta
Nintendo
be
Switch.
home, right?
Yeah.
The Pokemon Fire Red and Pokemon Leaf Green games, remakes of the Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green games in Japan, were released on Game Boy Advance in 2004. Today, these games have been made available to play once more as download exclusive
Are they out
titles
now?
on Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2.
Yes, they already said after the presentation.
Well, he said.
There we go.
Oh,
We also plan
Nice.
to make
Yeah.
these titles
That
compatible with
confirms it.
Pokemon
Only
Home.
one-way
There
transfer.
you go. Cool.
This way,
Cool.
you can bring Pokemon obtained in other Pokemon RPG series
Just
titles
transfer,
on
but that
adventures
makes
with
sense.
you. Or you can send Pokemon to visit Pokemon Champions. We hope you look forward to it.
No date.
Of course not.
Next, we have some news
There you
about
go,
Pokemon
guys.
Champions.
Oh, there you go. Sure.
Oh, these are two Pokemon that got new Megas recently. Are they gonna show off the new Megas? Oh, there they are.
That's because that's Switch 2. These are a lot of money.
All of his friends are jealous of him at the sleepover. I love the UI for this. The UI looks so clean.
Yeah, the UI looks really interesting.
It'll be interesting because those Megas have never had abilities before, so I'm so curious to see these. April.
Huh.
Yeah, so Switch first, then mobile.
Makes sense.
I think they did that with Unite too, right?
I think they did.
Next up is news about the Mega Dimension DLC for the Pokemon Legends ZA game, the newest title in the Pokemon series. Please take a look at this video.
Yeah, that's right, Don, huh?
I think there's a Mega that hasn't been revealed yet. There's one Mega from the DLC that hasn't been revealed yet. I hope after this they show home support is going
This will show in one of the later ones, huh? Mega Garchomp Z, huh?
finally letting him fly. He could fly in the anime, but like he could fly in the anime, and everyone was like, "Why didn't he do that in the game?"
Had the Mega Evolve first.
I can tell he's gonna be fun to use.
All right. Oh, you can buy it now. When's it out? Or is it out now?
Mega DLC is already out.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're just adding stuff to the DLC.
Got it. Okay. It's all separate.
A new Mega Evolution of Garchomp, Mega Garchomp Z, has been discovered.
Yeah, we could tell that.
This mystery gift will become available for the Pokemon Legends ZA Mega Dimension DLC after this presentation
This is 25 minutes
concludes.
long. We
After
have 9
claiming
minutes
this
left.
gift, you'll be able to
Yeah.
detect a special hyperspace
You get
distortion
30 seconds to Gen
where you can
10.
encounter Mega Garchomp Z. You can obtain a
be
Garchomp
more than
Bite
30
Z Stone
seconds.
by winning a battle against Mega Garchomp Z in the special pocket of hyperspace.
I mean, it's a lot of time.
Next up, we have some news about Pokemon Pocopia.
Oh, I forgot we had
8
to go.
minutes
Fair
of
enough.
Pokemon Pocopia.
I'm excited for this.
I'm very excited for this, yeah.
I hope we get some home info on this too, to see if the new Pokemon that are introduced in this can be compatible.
We're gonna get DJ Pikachu.
DJ set. It's the KK slider of Pocopia. Oh, it's Rote.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I never
Yeah, it's a new portion of Rote.
It's a new form.
Aw.
Hold on. You're telling me we're getting a speaker Rotom?
Yeah.
Stereo Rotom.
Sound
Is that
type?
curious-looking stereo of Rotom?
Yeah, sound type.
Did it get enticed by the music and hop inside? It's really energetic
DJ
and seems to go by DJ Rotom. What happens if you give it a CD in the game?
Reminds me of DJ Rex
Oh,
at
that's cool.
Galaxy's Edge at Disney.
Cute.
It can help liven up the town with a variety of music. Ditto and the others are grooving to the beat too. Let's listen to DJ Rotom's specially selected tracks while I introduce you to the world of Pokemon Pocopia.
Don't eat the CD.
Ditto first encounters Professor Tangrowth in a wasteland that was once a
The
town.
CDs aren't like Switch cartridges. They don't have the bitter
It
thing.
seems
on
like
they don't
Ditto
taste
is
bad, they
working
taste good.
alongside other Pokemon to develop the town. Wow, they're sure fired
At this
up.
point, I just want to play it.
Of course, you can't give your all on an empty stomach.
I know it's in a week, but still.
It looks like Riolu wants something to eat too. But how do you cook?
Let him cook.
Them cook.
Too many cooks.
Too many cooks.
Huh?
Wait, is this a new
That's a reference.
That's Silhouette.
No.
What?
Freedom.
It's like Chef Kawasaki.
It does.
Agreed and cook.
A Greedent appeared. It sounds like everyone calls it Chef
Cute.
Dente.
What?
Chef Dente can teach you how to cook all sorts of dishes. Each Pokemon has different foods they prefer.
Chef Dente. Little al dente.
Some dishes will even power up your moves when you eat them. This will make
I'll
it
be the
even
judge.
easier to develop the town.
Alright.
Try bringing Pokemon you've befriended on an outing. In multiplayer mode, you can visit other players' towns.
Look how much faster it is in Animal Crossing.
You can play with up to 3 other people. First, let's play some hide and seek. I wonder where everyone's hiding. Ah, there you are.
I will say I didn't really have interest in the game, and it's
There's
growing
someone
on
here,
me
too.
a lot.
It's
Come on, Zach, join us.
I-
the fact that you can
where's
also
the
make
last
like
one?
separated islands loose from the solo
Whoa!
adventure.
You
makes
can
it really
transform into
interesting to me.
objects too.
Yeah, almost Minecraft
That was a
of having
fun
like the
game of
different,
hide and seek.
like not servers, but different worlds.
Yeah.
By working together, you could even build something this big.
I like the Snorlax sleeping, or not Snorlax, the Psyduck sleeping as they were building it.
Oh, the music notes. Oh, those are like from Pokemon bases in
Together,
Ruby and
you
Sapphire.
can
Oh, I
develop
didn't
a
even
town.
realize that.
Or go on far-off adventures.
Yeah, I'm excited for this.
New
Yeah.
encounters may await you as well.
Oh, Arco.
Every day, the world gets bigger and bigger.
That's cool. The rolling around.
Developing a town, one step at a time. Pokemon Pocopia. Available on March 5th.
All right, game key card only.
Yeah.
Boy,
It's
a
only
rug.
10 gigabytes too.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I laughed when seeing that Fire and Leaf Green were like 40
Megabytes.
Megabytes.
Which is still like
Pokemon Pocopia
40
releases
times bigger
next
than the
week on
original.
Thursday, March 5th. We hope you enjoy working with Pokemon to develop a town from the ground up.
Yes, please.
4 minutes left.
Wow.
Today, we covered all of the information you see here.
How funny would it be if there was just no Gen 10?
That would be really funny.
We'd like to end our presentation today with one
Here it
final
is.
video for you all.
Ah, there you go.
Lady
Thank you
Gaga's
for
second
tuning
favorite
in.
Pokemon. The Grand Scroll. It's a new game.
Rating pending.
Okay, it already looks good. even if it's like
Real life graphics.
even if it's real life.
Yeah.
It's a pre-rendered Pokemon cutscene FMV adventure.
Wait,
Yeah.
is that Johto?
Yes.
Maybe they're just going through all the generations.
That's very well possible.
Yeah, because that's 5, and that's 6. Yeah, they're just going through all the generations. And then they'll probably end on 10.
7. Yeah.
Flip the page. Is this the new Pikachu model?
Looks cute.
Oh.
Is this in-game?
Reminds me of
No.
No way. Oh, looks like rumors might be true about the tropical setting.
Yes.
oh my goodness.
Forest
Oh my
Pikachu.
god.
Okay, that's adorable.
I'm nervous.
I'm liking this so far. Like I'm liking. Oh yeah, here we go.
Oh.
Alright, so far, looks promising.
Tropius. I love Tropius.
It's so far promising.
That looks like a cool. I like the designs, and I love
Yes.
It looks like they went for less of the realistic textures and more like ZA. I like that.
Yeah.
The water, the environments actually look really good.
Ladian!
Pokemon Snap vibes. Or the
Oh, yeah.
new one.
This looks pretty good.
Mm.
Whoa, Magma Cavern.
The starters?
Starters. What we
Oh,
got? Little gecko guy.
Oh,
I like the fire
that
pod.
was so freaking cute.
Oh,
very cute.
I like the fire.
A palm, like a palm. That's
That one-
awesome.
That one looks like one of the instruments from Lilo and Stitch. Oh, look at that. There's like a Gyarados like cloud.
I see that.
You can see.
Oh yeah.
Underwater.
Oh, underwater exploration.
Back to Gen 3.
Legends or legendaries? Yep, rumors
Yeah.
were true.
Winds. And waves. Nice. Yeah, the water. No wonder the water looks good.
Oh,
Next year?
Next year.
Next year.
Next
Wow.
year.
Wow.
On Switch 2. Huh.
Holy.
Is that sooner than
I mean,
expected?
hopefully that means they're in their time.
Yeah.
Yeah, give them as much time as they need.
Wait, what was there more? I'm confused. What was that? Is it over?
I
Yeah.
don't know. Yeah, there was like a wave and then cut out.
Yeah, that was strange. I think it's just over now.
I think that's
Is
it.
it the end?
It would,
Yeah.
it would be so
Yeah.
fitting if this is how this.
Wait, what?
Like Pokemon Company still doing
Wait,
Pokemon
Wait,
Company.
it just ended.
That's it. It's over.
That's so weird. That was so weird. Man, that was all right.
Huh.
Anyways, how are we feeling
Yeah.
about that, guys? Gen 10, how are we feeling?
I was happy of what I saw. Like it. I mean, I have to get full gameplay into
Right.
it. And we didn't even see the gameplay. We don't know what it's gonna play like.
No, we didn't see anything
Yeah.
about that. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to it here. I don't know. Like, I think it looks good. It didn't blow me away, but it actually looks pretty good. Environmentally, I'm actually a big fan of it. Underwater seems promising, but we saw nothing in actual gameplay, so I don't quite know what to think at this point. But you guys are the Pokemon guys here, so Don, how are you feeling about that?
It looks interesting. I think like the first impressions that they showed us look really, really good. It doesn't give us much to go on. Obviously, it's cool to see the starters. It's cool to see that you go back underwater, but
Yeah.
outside of that, I don't know. The environments, at least, and how the Pokemon roam around it look really interesting.
Yeah, I would say like the sky and the water immediately stood out to me, which makes sense now knowing it's wind and water. But
Sure.
yeah, like seeing the clouds. I don't know if they're fully 3D, but they're animated in this cool way that looks like alive rather than like a flat skybox. And so I'm actually really intrigued by that aspect. And like, oh, even the reflections here with the water on the surface of the ground. So yeah, this actually looks good. Like, I mean, it's better than I feared it could be. So
yeah.
How about you, Zach?
Honestly, I was happy with what I saw. I'd heard rumors about this region, about it being a very tropical region, and that has me excited for a couple of reasons. One, because I love the setting.
Yeah.
I think Alolo was great. I think every GameCube game that had a tropical setting. I know some people hate on Sunshine. Sunshine's my jam. I love all the tropical settings, so that's going to be awesome as well. But the other thing that excites me is that this looks like it's going to be open world, definitely.
Yeah, I think you're right.
It looks like it's going to continue.
Yeah.
And the thing that excites me there is I think they're going to be able to manage levels of detail better with that, because similar to Wind Waker, a lot of the loading they'll be able to do, like LOD stuff, with textures, they'll be able to do while you're traveling between islands. So it'll kind of make it so it's less jarring when you come up on a environment, because you're traveling between these islands, it looks like.
Wind Waker
so
style.
I think we'll get a better detail, honestly. Like, so yeah, really excited. Starters are interesting. I'll definitely have to take another look at them, and just crossing my fingers and praying that we get the tried and true combat system.
Oh, you want the classic combat system here?
I do. I wasn't a big fan of ZA's combat system. Honestly, actually, I wouldn't, if they changed it up, as long as they just do it better than ZA's. ZA's, to me, I went over this in our predictions video, but ZA's combat system is like that Mario Party minigame, the snowboard one, where like you have to like press all the face buttons in a circle. Like, that's basically what you do in ZA. It's just when your move is ready, you just press, you just go around the circle of like when your move is ready. There's not much like thought or strategy in it for me.
Got it. James Roy in the chat says 2027 is brutal. What was your... So, wait, are you guys... It almost sounded like you guys were happy about that, but were you guys concerned? Is that too far out?
So I thought it was coming out this year. I was like,
okay,
this is
got
going to
it.
be like the big holiday game. I thought it was coming out this year. No, we're happy that it's coming out next year, because that just means they're working on this a lot longer than we expected. Because that's been the issue with Pokemon on the Switch generation. It's like they had a Pokemon game. I think we noticed it when Legends Arceus came out. It was like Arceus, or what was it, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, then Arceus, then Scarlet and Violet. They were with the span of like
it was
a
like
year
November and January.
Yeah, November, January, and then what, like October, November? Like it was
November,
3 games within a span of a year and a half. It was like, wait, Pokemon, you need to slow down. Like, not only for our sake of buying these games, but like the quality was dropping way too quickly. So seeing this game come out next year, it's like, okay, that gives me hope that they're actually focusing on it a little bit more. But at the same time, I'm like, what's going to be the big holiday Nintendo game now? Like, what's the big Switch 2 game this year? We have no idea. And that just makes me think, like, is that opening up for Mario now?
Oh, that's a good one.
As a Nintendo fan, should be very happy that it's 2027, because now the holiday slate is wide open. But honestly, I think everyone should be happy. Not everyone, everyone has their taste. But the 2027, I think, is a good thing, because even if you were really looking forward to it coming out this year, there's so much Pokemon for you to play this year. You can play Fire Red and Leaf Green. You can play. Presumably, you're going to be able to play Coliseum by the end of the year, and you're going to be able to play Pokemon Champions. So there's going to be so much Pokemon for you to play this year.
To that point, it's not even this year. It's the next month. We have Fire Red Leaf Green today. We have Pocopia next week. We have Gale of Darkness in March as well. And then in April is Champions. It's like there's so much Pokemon in the span of a month.
That's a lot.
I also don't necessarily feel like this year necessarily needs a mainline Pokemon game. There's one that came out very recently. That's Pokemon Legends ZA. I think it's absolutely fine to take their time and they can focus their efforts on elsewhere. Like, Pocopia looks really interesting, and to their credit, I think it's a game that I can delve into and still interact with the Pokemon IP.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that, ZA just came out, that it feels like, I think really helps give them that buffer room, too, as you were saying. Like, they basically have these two independent but similar franchises running at the same time, and they kind of complement each other in that sense, which is maybe working out for them, because it's buying them time to actually work on the mainline games, hopefully, to the point that they should be, This actually does look like, there are moments in this trailer that actually look good. And that's more than I can say for Pokemon in some time, visually, I mean, in the visual sense, like, oh, that actually looks like a really good looking game, There's still points of it that, that have that kind of like more typical Pokemon look, but it's still like it looks like they are really kind of ramping it up in a general sense, and I appreciate that. So
Sketches of Harmony has a good point here. Pocopia is going to dominate cozy gaming for quite some time, I think. Yeah, I agree. I think Pocopia is going to be kind of like, even though it's not a live service game because you pay for it once and you can play forever, I think they're going to be updating that game throughout the year.
Right.
Yeah.
And we don't even know if it's going to have DLC too.
Yeah, we have no idea if there's DLC
or like
for
expansions.
it. Yeah.
So how do we feel overall about the presentation as a whole? Are we happy with that? Is it what you wanted? Any surprises here?
Yeah, this is what I expected, and I was happy with the finale with Gen 10. Happy that it's coming out next year. I know it's weird to say, like, I because we usually want games sooner, but with Pokemon, it's like, just take your time.
Yeah.
Yeah, take your time. The starting point with the Game Boy music player was such an odd thing.
Yeah.
Like, I might end up getting it, but I think if you guys notice, like, each cartridge has a song on it, so I think there's going to be like 40 different cartridges. So it's just going to be.
It was a big box.
It's a huge.
It was a tiny Game Boy and a big box.
Yeah, it's like, I thought it was all going to be on one cartridge, but I think you swap them out every time you want a different song to play. But yeah, overall, I think this was a solid presentation.
Yeah, I think I've seen, like, last year's felt really dry. At least the pacing of this one was way better than the one from last year.
Yeah, it kept things moving. No major slowdown points. Unless it depends on how you feel about the. I keep forgetting the name. Pocopia. Like, what's that called?
Pocopia.
Yeah, I can't even say it. Like, for me, that's not my type of gameplay. So I kind of almost start falling asleep during that portion. But aside from that, I thought the pacing was fine. So, but yeah, all right. So you guys are happy with Gen 10 then? It sounds like so far.
Yeah, the visuals remind me of new Pokemon Snap on Switch.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It looks.
That was a good
because the
game.
water in that game looked really good. It was made by, I want to say, Bandai Namco. So to see this game look like this, that's the thing. We need to get actual hands-on with it to make sure that it's running well and actually has, to see what kind of gameplay it actually has. Because again, we have no idea what that's going to be like. I'm excited to see what the multiplayer is going to look like in this. I hope, since it is open world, I hope there's level scaling. Like, I really, really hope that's a thing. I don't know if they'll be able to tackle that, but that's a big hope for this game. Oh, and another thing, we didn't even see any voice acting, and I hope that's a thing in Gen 10.
The only thing that I found kind of weird that they didn't bring up, because we mentioned it earlier with the Violet and Leaf Green portion, they still haven't said anything about home support specifically for ZA, which I think is so strange.
I was thinking the same thing. I was totally expecting them to say just a blurb about home support after they revealed the Mega Garchomp portion, and hearing nothing is kind of odd, because those games, I know it's a different battle system, but in theory they shouldn't have any issue, and we pretty much know that they're going to be compatible with home because we saw some of them in Champions, although I guess you technically don't need the Pokemon from ZA. You just need the Mega Stones, which will be in the game.
You don't necessarily need Pokemon from ZA to do stuff in Champions, because they have a separate system where you can also get Pokemon from the game internally. But it would be better, if there was already a setup from, hey, guess what? You can use the ones that you trained up, you can use them in Champions.
Real quick, Tin Film asked me if I'm going to stream Fire Red and Leaf Green. I've been going back and forth on that. If my day were totally free, I'd be 100% on board. I don't know. Chad, do you want me to stream Leaf Green for a couple of hours, or it'd be Leaf Green? Because I'm all about the green. I gotta get my Bulbasaur. If I do, let me know in the chat. Would you watch that stream? Because I'm not sure if I'm not fully convinced if I will or not, to be honest. But let me know if you guys want to see that, and I may. So, guys, any final thoughts about anything here before we wrap it up?
No,
I think you. Go ahead, Zach. Okay. No, the starters. I don't mind them. The gecko water one, it has, the eyes are a little bizarre, but I'm excited. I'm excited to see what they turn into. I'm hoping like the chicken bird thing isn't grass flying. I hope we have some unique typings here.
Yeah.
The dog's so adorable. Like that face is
I
just
love
so
the
freaking
dog.
cute.
Yeah, it's so cute.
But yeah, I hope we have some unique typings amongst these. Like I don't want it to be grass flying. I don't want it to be fire fighting, obviously, and I don't want it to be like water poison. Like give me something unique here.
And don't be bipedal. Like stay on all four legs. We broke that. We broke that trend with the most recent gen with Scarlet and Violet. We finally got a fire type that wasn't on 2 legs. Let's keep it rolling.
Wait, no, it stands up with the microphone though, right?
Oh yeah.
I guess it does a little, yeah.
I do think it's weird, going back to a different point, considering how popular the TCG is, that it had such a small blurb on what the celebration set is going to be this year, and then didn't elaborate some. Hey, it's coming out globally this year. Don't worry about it. See you guys later.
Mm-hmm.
That did feel very odd. Like,
yeah.
And we got 2 card reveals. We got the Mew and Mewtwo, and that's it.
Yeah, we don't even know what they entail. It's like the future awaits. That's it. Bye.
Yeah, we're out.
It looked like a Celebrations 2 to a degree because they did show a lot of the older cards there. Especially they showed like the original Pikachu and Charizard, so maybe they're reprinting those again. Which I wouldn't be too shocked if they were doing like a Celebrations 2.0 here.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it sounds like we're about tapped out. Anything else, guys? Or are we're done here?
All done.
Real quick,
I
want you guys just have to give it a rating. Taking everything into account, 1 to 10. Don, what do you give it?
7.5.
7.5. All right. Nick?
Yeah.
7. Solid 7.
7. Okay. Zach?
I was at an 8 before. I'll stay at an 8. I think 8's good.
Okay, fair enough. I respect it.
Andre, what about you?
Oh God, why do you gotta put me on like this? I will go 7.5. I think Gen 10 like it didn't disappoint me. So it didn't blow me away. It didn't disappoint me. So I just need to see more of it. I think it looks good so far. We'll have to wait and see. Everything else, didn't do a whole lot for me, but I kind of expected that going in. I did like the little cute Pokemon MP3 player thing early on, the Game Boy thing. I probably won't get one, but I think it looked cool. Everything else in between, though, I'm like, eh. But I will say it had a good pace to it, good presentation overall, no major complaints. Yeah, we'll just have to see what happens now. So there we go. All right, everyone. Well, with that, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for being here with us. Appreciate you all. I may end up streaming Pokemon Leaf Green. If I do, I'll probably schedule it pretty soon after. I'm not 100% sure if I will or not. But if I do, it will happen shortly after the stream, so stay tuned for that if you want to watch it, if I do. Otherwise, yeah, thanks for watching, thanks for being here, and we'll catch you all later. Have a good rest of your